guys, it's Brady from ITF Gaming, and we're coming to you live from Brady 2014 with Ryan Boyer from Far Cry 4. He's the narrative director.
Narrative project manager, actually.
Narrative product manager. Does VFX and lighting for Far Cry 4. So how are you finding South Africa thus far?
It seems great. I mean, I got here a couple days ago, but so far what I've seen, it's a beautiful country.
That's good.
Yeah, hoping to take a look around after the show and enjoy a little bit more of the country.
Definitely. We hope you enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
With regards to wildlife in the game, it seems that wildlife's playing a much bigger part these days in Far Cry. Far Cry 3, we had the pelts, which would contribute to the upgrades of Jason's different equipment. With Far Cry 4, we see that you can now interact with these animals and use them as transport in a sense.
Sure, yeah.
With that, how can I say, affect the approach you would have to missions?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so, well, obviously you guys have already seen the elephant that you can ride and take it around. So we always have a 360 approach whenever you're taking down an outpost or you're going out for some other mission. And being able to use animals in that 360 approach is just another thing we've added to Far Cry 4. But in addition to riding the animals, you can also, for you've heard the term, weaponize them a little bit by throwing baits and using them actually as a offensive weapon that you can use when you're taking an outpost, you're doing a mission or a quest or whatever it may be. So you can use animals in a lot of different ways in Far Cry 4.
Okay, so it seems they've got quite a bit of a big role to play this time. They're quite dangerous as well in terms of mission structure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, they were really, really popular in Far Cry 3, and we really wanted to make sure that we, up that for Far Cry 4. So we brought in a lot of new animals. You've seen some of them in the demos already, but a lot of little surprises that you'll see when you actually get to play the game. And I think everybody was really happy with the selection of animals and the diversity that you have.
It's definitely interesting. And aside from AJ Gale and Pagan Min, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, are there any other notable characters that you can tell us about?
We have a huge cast of amazing narrative characters. The narrative story really in Far Cry 3 was a big part about it, and we've come back to Far Cry 4 with another cast of amazing narrative characters. Pagan Min has at his side a few of his lieutenants that you'll encounter throughout the game, and they basically are in charge of different areas of the game and perform a different function to Pagan, the way that he controls the country, should we say. So you'll encounter a lot. Noor basically runs the arena that exists in Kirat, so you'll encounter her. I don't want to spoil a lot of the characters. I think it's fun if you get to play the game and you actually get to see the characters firsthand, but there's a lot of them, I guarantee you.
And with Pagan, we see with his suit, and he's quite a violent dictator.
Yeah.
Is he perhaps not sponsored? Is he influenced? Is his character, is he influenced by anyone in the real world?
Well, Pagan is a really interesting character. He comes from Hong Kong, basically. He comes from a family that was a part of organized crime within Hong Kong, and he had a hard time trying to find his place within that. He had a father who was a big crime lord, and basically saw himself in a position where he had large shoes to fill, really, and wanted to kind of go out on his own. And so that's really how he came to take over Kirat in a way. He's not based off of one person in reality. He's made up of a lot of different
a bit of a combination.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but he's a very interesting character. He's educated, but at the same time he's brutal, and he's sadistic, and he's has a lot of different sides to him.
Yeah, he sounds like quite an interesting character.
Yeah.
And when exactly did development on Far Cry 4 start?
Well, Far Cry 4 development has been around for a few years. I think as soon as we were done with Far Cry 3, we started to really think about what we wanted to do for Far Cry 4. We had some ideas that we wanted to pursue, and it's been in development for about 3 years.
About 3 years.
Yeah.
And did you work on Far Cry 3 as well?
No, I didn't work on Far Cry 3 actually. Far Cry 4 is my first
Far Cry in the
series. Far Cry in the series, yeah, and hopefully not the last, yeah.
Okay. And out of intersect, it's a bit of a lucky question. Are there any secrets that no one else knows about that you can divulge to us?
Looking for a really good quote here. No, I mean, I don't think I'm coming to the show with great secrets that we can share. We got an amazing demo that you can check out on the floor, and you know, from that you can see that there's a lot of new stuff in the game. No real secrets to be breaking out right now.
Okay, so nothing yet.
No.
I'll try and pump you some information later.
Yeah, sure.
And we see traversal's changed a bit now. We see that the wingsuit's making a bit of a return, and Kirat's a very mountainous area.
Yeah.
Are there any, I'm going to say, interesting peripherals or items that AJ would use to traverse the mountains?
Okay, so
the area?
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. For Far Cry 4, we wanted to not only make a world that's as big and as filled up as Far Cry 3. In fact, it's bigger and has more to do in Far Cry 3. We wanted to add that element of verticality.
Yeah.
Okay, so that really brings into play the wingsuit, which you've seen already. But AJ also has the grappling hook, which he can use to navigate up and down the mountains. And it's great because I mean, not only can you climb up the grappling hook, but it's dynamic. You can shimmy left, you can shimmy right, you can grapple to grapple. So it brings a lot of really interesting gameplay elements. Yeah, exactly.
And again, back to the wildlife. In Far Cry 3, we had your average species, and then you would have a bit of a list of rare animals. Will that be making a return, or will they be hunting as well?
Yes, there will be. There's a huge variety of animals that are in the world. And there's some animals that you'll encounter more frequently than others. And so there will be some rare animals, yeah, of course.
Okay, so there's a rare list.
And also, I mean, the animals, you're not going to see them all in one location because we have that verticality.
Of course.
As you kind of go up and down, you know, the mountains, the flora will change, the fauna will change around you, so you'll see those biome changes and the variety in life that exists as the altitude goes up and down.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And then just a very casual question, what other games that you haven't worked on that are you looking forward to playing as a gamer?
As a gamer right now that are not out right now, or that I'm playing
that are
right
upcoming at the moment?
That are upcoming. I mean, I would be silly not to mention another Ubisoft title, which is Assassin's Creed. I'm really excited for the opportunity to take a look at that and to play that because it has the co-op built into it, which looks really, really cool. And it's great also because Far Cry 4, I don't know if you're aware, but we also have co-op built into the game now. Yeah. So you can bring a buddy in and you can do quests, you can do a whole bunch of stuff in the open world together with a partner, which is great. It's something that I always wanted to do on Far Cry 3, and we're able to bring it to Far Cry 4.
Of course, and that's Assassin's Creed Unity you're speaking about.
Yes, Assassin's Creed Unity, exactly. It's on the floor as well, so you can check it out.
And as you mentioned, when I did ask the question, what are you currently playing there? What's spinning your display right now, and perhaps which console or PC you playing with?
Yeah, I'm usually a PC gamer, but right now I'm playing Destiny on PS4. I think I played it just a few hours before taking off to South Africa, so I'm playing that right now. Yeah.
And your few hours of Destiny, did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I've enjoyed the game a lot. It's a lot of fun playing with friends online in a co-op scenario, which is the types of game I really like to play. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And then there's a side question with regards to the Far Cry 4 co-op and multiplayer. Will that be developed by a separate studio as who's doing the single player experience? No. Or will it be a combined effort?
So it was the co-op is basically done in Montreal. It was done in Montreal as well. So it's you know, in parallel with the main game.
Okay. Well, Ryan, thank you very much for speaking to us.
You're welcome.
I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay in South Africa. And we hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
For more on Rage 2014, keep it locked to ITFGaming.com.